Still continuing our chat from earlier on. Rogue Actions is still going, guys. We're on the other side of it, the down under side. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, please smash that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel. We're pushing for 10K subs. We're in the 9K mark. We're close. Let's keep pushing, guys. Help us get over the 10K line. That would be a huge achievement. So please spread the word. I'd really appreciate it. Cubs, had a great chat already, mate, about the road ahead. And when are we going to see the next GL? And we think it's going to be later on. So it's a fun little chat, bro. August. It's the meme, but it makes sense. It really does. That's the scary thing. But look, let's talk about some of the road ahead changes, particularly around something that's really important. GAC. We know now that's the largest area of crystal income for players in this game. It is such a fundamental game mode, and we've finally gotten some of the changes that we were hoping for. And the most important one for me is the new update button that we're going to be getting, Cubs. Now, this is huge. This is huge. And for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, quite often a player in GAC will, of course, by mistake in a lot of cases, hit the join button before they've actually moved a lot of their mods around or upgraded characters. And then you're stuck with that all week. So if you, for instance, are doing a territory battle, or if you're doing a conquest and you're moving mods around and they're in the wrong spot, you're pretty well stuffed. Honestly, until the following week when you can get everything back in order. So the Resave Roster button is going to be available to us. Now, this is something that, we know you can do in Territory War, Cubs. There's an opt-out option, and then you can join back up again. And that obviously does another snapshot of your roster. I really love this game change, the actual game mode change. This is huge, Cubs. So, is this something that you're quite happy with? I really am.
So first and foremost, I just wanted to say that Heinze's topics are subject to change because Heinze started with his second topic, not his first topic.
Idiot Heinze! He's hopeless. It's
okay. It's okay. We'll just start with the second topic. We'll go back, and then we'll go down to the third topic. So
it's late here in Australia, guys. That's my bad.
I think it's great. Again, we kind of talked about this in my video, but everything that we got in the road ahead was something we needed, and so there's no complaints about any of the content in the road ahead. The only complaints are just the lack of more, that because it was just kind of bare. But this is one of those things too where it's almost like, we're out in the desert and our master has got all this water and he's not giving us any water. And then he finally gives us water, which he should have given us a couple miles back. But, does that mean that our master is so benevolent now to finally give us a little sip of water? I don't know if that's a good analogy.
The damage is done. Yeah.
It's just like, this should have been there like so long ago, and it's frustrating that I can't tell you how many times. Well, it's been a handful of times, not even that many times, but there have been times, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people resonating with this, where I miss GAC sign up, not because I miss it, but because I go to sign up and I think, oh wait, I gotta put this upgrade on first. I'm gonna be able to do that in the morning, get busy in the morning, and I missed the sign up phase just because I was waiting until the last minute to sign up, and then I missed it, and so. It was so frustrating. So I'm glad they've got this resave option there now. But it should have been there a long time ago.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised they didn't include this when they made all the big changes to GAC not that long ago.
Yeah,
like that probably should have been a fundamental part of that game mode change when they overhauled the whole thing. I think that
absolutely
would have been a lot better received had it been part of those overall changes. That's just mine.
It's good. It's good. I don't want to be too negative about it because it's one of those things that we should have had. But it's also really great to see it now. So good job, CG. You did us right.
Yeah. Yeah. Not disappointed we got it. Probably could have already had it. Anyway, it is what it is. But look, let's talk about the new defense set tool. Again, for those people that, for exactly like you said, you get busy. And don't set your defense. And really, we want to get rid of these auto sets. I mean, that's the key, isn't it? These auto sets need to go for a lot of players. They're extremely frustrating. And it makes it really hard work for players to break through. And it actually costs them in a lot of cases. Not so much now, it did before when banners were a heck of a lot more important. But now it's win-loss. It's not as important, but it's still hard work when you come up against an auto set. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, this to me is the best part of the road ahead, bar none. And I expected that we would have the resave tool. That's something that should have been there. Having basically a squad selector that allows you to go in and program your whole defenses when you're not even in a Grand Arena, that's something that I've asked for several times, but I wasn't 100% sure if we'd ever get something like that. And so I'm really, really happy about this. This is going to be great for strategy. This is going to be great for planning. This is going to be great for anti-auto sets, like you said, because as soon as somebody puts us in there once, they're pretty good. And it even lets you go in and toggle with 3v3, 5v5 in the same moment. So, yeah, this to me was the best quality of life bump we got in the whole road ahead.
Agree. And the best thing is that 3v3 guys, I mean, we haven't got it yet, but obviously it's coming because they would have made a tab if it wasn't. But the best thing is with 3v3, honestly, is that you can actually set your squads even though the 3v3 event's not even live.
Right.
That is brilliant. So if you want to get down and dirty and knock out some 3v3 teams now, even just to set them in place, they might not be final, but at least you have them in place just in case you don't get around to setting them, you then have a viable 3v3 defense in place ready to go for next time. So this shows me that 3v3 is coming soon, Cubs.
The only thing that could make this better is if there was a way to have tabs where I could set, here's my aggressive 5v5 defense. Here's my conservative 5v5 defense. Here's my defense for when somebody has 5 GLs and I have 0. You know, stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool, but you know, I'll take what I can get.
You know, there are other third-party tools that will do that for you. You can actually do that, just not in game.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I like to do it in game instead of pay for a service.
I'm just saying they're out there.
I know.
So anyway, let's move on to the actual topic I should have covered in the damn first place. Let's go to that one straight away, Cubs. By the way, let us know in the comments below. Do you like these changes or not? Please let us know. We really, really love your feedback. I do check it all the time. So please let us know if you're happy with it or anything they should have done different. Should we have got it sooner? Should we have got it this time? Let us know. Really, really want to hear from you guys. All right, now next one, of course, is something I should have covered already, and Cubs is going to fume. He's already said he's going to rage about this topic because, firstly, I know how much Cubs love ships.
It's a terrible topic.
Well, this is the thing. We can't not look at this. We have gotten some releases recently of ships, capital ships as well as other ships as well. We got all sorts of stuff all happening right now. And, of course, there's the leaks out there and all that sort of stuff about the Old Republic ship. Maybe one day. Haven't seen it. Not sure if it's going to happen, but it was thrown out there. Well, there's a Ravager. I think someone threw the Ravager out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it may happen, may not. Who knows? But we're certainly getting some, well, it's not love, but we're finding that we're getting some ships there finally that we should have had a while ago. And there's some attention put on ships. It needs a lot more work. Make no mistake. But the question needs to be posed now that we have more capital ships and we're starting to get more ships coming through to fill those slots. Is it going to get to the point where at the pointy end where there's only 2 ships needed to fill right now, it'll go to 3 soon? Not for everyone, but I see that there's probably a possibility of that happening soon. And a lot of people are talking about this. Let's be honest. I go into a lot of different voice chats and Discord all over the place. And there's certainly chatter saying, hey, it's only a matter of time before we get 3 slots. Cubs, he's not happy. Let us know, mate. What do you think?
Well, I don't think that we're there yet. And you mentioned love for ships. Okay, so I guess love is 3 new ships, and that's it.
I know, but it's better than having 3 less new ships.
I agree, but the problem with right now, I mean, even right now with 2 fleets, is you lose 1 battle and you get thin really fast.
Yes.
Now, it is getting better. Rounding out Haldo's ship, rounding out the First Order fleet is giving us 2 fleets that are more complete at this point. And so I could see them doing it eventually, but I think we need way more than just 3 ships. Especially when the Executor, I think in a lot of cases, people are two-shotting Executor every time.
Yeah. Hearing in chat, they'll bring in the 3rd fleet when they bring in Red 5 one day. That could be interesting. Because that'll beef up Home 1, I'm sure about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I really am fascinated. I mean, I still find 2 fleet slots difficult. The counters are rough. People are still, even at the top end, honestly, are dropping 3-4 battles. Like there's still people not clearing zones because they're so well tuned at that level. I don't necessarily think we need it immediately at the top end anyway. And I think that when it gets to that mid tier, when it comes to GAC, which I think you get 1 or maybe 2 slots sometimes, that line, I don't know which division it is. I'm sorry, because I'm not in that division, but I know it certainly gets to the point where it's difficult to fill those in properly as it is,
Right.
what we currently have. So I don't think there's any huge necessity for it. But mate, if we keep getting more ships, filtering through down the system, I do think it's only a matter of time. Definitely.
Yeah, we need more complete fleets. We're not there yet, my opinion.
No, I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let us know in the comments below, guys, what you guys think. Are we going to get more ships? Are we going to get 3 slots? Are we not? Let us know what you guys think. It would be great to
Now,
hear
I
from you.
hope you're going to do the viewer's choice next, because I've changed the subjects inaccurately like 5 times now.
I am, because it's the last bloody thing we need to talk about. So yes. So
he's a professional, guys.
No, I'm not. And you know why? This is what I'm going to say in the greatest words. We're doing it live. That's exactly how it rolls, guys. That's what we do. All right. So we do have the viewer's choice question. As we do every single week, please go to the Discord server in the link below. There's a channel called Rogue Actions Questions. Put your questions in there. That's where I draw them from. If you want to ask a question to Cubs and myself, pop it in there. If it's a good question, we'll ask it. This one comes from Macca420. Obviously Australian, being called Macca. Macca420, thank you for your question. Will hard mode conquest stay at this less grindy level permanently? Or will it be more difficult again later when a mole/cat style character is released in future?
I think it will get more difficult. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this is just the direction Conquest is going in. We're moving away from how grindy it once was. But it seems to me like this character, or not character, this unit, the ship, appears to definitely be on a lesser level than the others. And not just because of the kit, but also it's a 5-star unlock instead of a 7-star unlock, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I think that is 100% connected to the reward being less appealing.
There we go, straight up. Yeah, look, I tend to agree. I think that it's going to crank up a bit when we get something, really, really popular, extremely popular, something that we've been wanting for a long time.
Yeah.
If they're going to put them in Conquest, it's going to be bloody hard to achieve because they want it that way. They don't want to give stuff away. And I mean, make no mistake. I mean, I understand it's really frustrating and it's grindy, but if you know how to play the game and you've played it for a long time and you have a reasonable roster, you can unlock some serious characters and ships, relatively inexpensive. I know that, if you want to fast track it and I know that, you can't get to the red crate, for instance, but you can definitely do it over 3 or 4. Like, I mean, you can achieve it if you know how to play the game. And that's what it's all about. Let's be honest. So, it could be worse. It really could be worse. And I personally, given the option, I want it to stay like this. And I know that it makes sense that it'll get more difficult. But let me tell you, there's less salt in the community right now with Conquest at this level than it was previously for some time. Make no mistake about that. So I feel, unfortunately, there's no reason to crank up the difficulty setting unless you want to. CG. So that's what it comes down to.
Oh, they want to.
I know. We like it at this level. Make no mistake. You won't hear a lot of salt. I don't think anyone's really complained about Conquest in a video for a while now, especially since this new one's come out. I think that a lot of people are more accepting of this than it was previously. So take that on face value as, it's a pain in the butt. But with that being said, we'd rather it this way than it was before. I want to put that on record.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Yep. I hope they listen.
That would be great. That would be absolutely awesome if we get that. Guys, let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Are you happy with Conquest as it is? Does it still drive you mad? Or do you want it more difficult because it's too easy to knock out now? Let us know. Did you? Where did you get to, Cubs, in this Conquest? Did you get a fair way through this time? Or where did you get at?
Yeah, I kind of burnt out. I'm not going to lie. I finished Sector 5 off and just kind of said I was, gonna peace out.
That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, no, I ended up actually, I got the gold crate last time. I
Nice.
just ran out of time. I did get the red crate this time, only about 12 hours before it finished or something. So yeah, spread it out a little bit this time, just because real life gets in the way, man. That's how it works, straight up.
Yes.
But let us know in the comments below, guys. Please hit the subscribe button. It would be fantastic to hear from you. Throw some thumbs up out there. And we're on time again, Cubs. It's Monday. We made it again on time and on budget. So we're ready to go, mate. And we'll be back again next week. You'll be streaming GSC, of course, this week.
All the stuff. Yep.
Check out the local guides in his Discord channel, guys. You know how it all works, and he'll sort you out. But get in there and check out our boy Cubs. And yeah, we'll have a great time, of course, on Thursday with the Night Brothers, and then the Gridsy on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then. Love you guys. Thanks for being amazing. We'll see you soon, Cubs. Have a great week, brother.
See you guys.
Bye. Mwah.